Hello all of my beautiful pinup dolls, this is the Vintage Doll and today we are going to be discussing eyebrows. As you can tell when you look at pinup photos, rockabilly girls, things like that, our eyebrows are a little bit more dramatic, kind of darker, they stand out more. And I'm going to kind of show you guys how to achieve that and how I do it myself. Eyebrows have come so far in fashion, they have been extremely thin and they have been extremely thick and completely untouched. I don't really follow anything that's popular or what's trending because it's your eyebrows, and whatever looks best on your face and what's most comfortable and what makes you confident is what you need to go with, not what Hollywood or magazines say is a popular look, because everyone's faces are different. So whatever makes you the happiest is what you need to do. What I do is I kind of have kept my brows as thick as I can and kind of give them a pretty rounded shape at the bottom. You know, just kind of as round as I can get it. And I build my arch at the top. I leave all of this undone. I have had extremely thin eyebrows when I started plucking. I over plucked and it was a disaster, and I used a product by Anastasia brow line that you can get at Ulta or Sephora, and they have a serum that helps your eyebrows grow back and kind of grow in thicker and fuller and kind of fill in spaces for anybody who has overdone and overplucked their brows. And it really helped me. I've been to HE double hockey sticks and back with my brows, and I'm very proud of where they are now, and I've been learning and growing in my own shape and style and arch, and I really prefer just sticking with what's pretty natural on my face. I don't do anything outside of my natural hairline really or anything like that. So let's talk a little bit about products. Right now, believe it or not, I am using a Maybelline black eyeshadow. It's really hard to find any black eyebrow powder at places like Walgreens or Walmart or anything like that. So I was stuck with this one day, and it's what I've been using. It's in Night Sky. It's just an eyeshadow. It works pretty good. I'd like to get something better here pretty soon. What I really prefer is Anastasia's brow powder. It's very smooth and creamy, goes on, holds onto the hairs well, applies really easily. Again, you can get that out Ulta or Sephora, or they have a website you can do. So that's just a little brow powder. You can also do pencil. This one is by Wet n Wild that I use, 98 cents, ladies. It is just their brow and eyeliner pencil, but it is a little stiffer. It's kind of waxier, so it holds onto the hairs better. It's not so smooth and creamy like a regular eyeliner would be if you were to use that. And then I have some tools. I have 3 different little brushes that I prefer. One is just your standard eyebrow brush, and it is a very thin, narrow, angled, sharp brush. This is really good at getting those really hard, angled lines, real dramatic. Then I have one that's a little bit fuller, and this one is what I do to kind of fill in my larger areas. And then I have a brush by Smashbox, number 20. It has a little sponge on one end, and has a little brush on the other, and then I've really been enjoying using this one on my brows. It's kind of more of an eyeshadow brush for things, but I really, the teeny tiny brush has really helped me kind of, it doesn't put down too much at once, and I really enjoy it. Some women use one or the other, brow pencil or brow powder, or some use both. I'm going to kind of use both today and kind of show you how to create my brows. It's not too difficult. You just kind of have to work with what you have. So I'm going to start. Mine are completely undone, and as you can see, they're not even. If I hold really slow and you pay attention, this one is a little different right here. This one is a little thicker, so you kind of have to even those bad boys out so you don't look crazy when you walk out the door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brow pencil. Make sure that it's sharp, because that's what you're creating a line with. The sharper, the easier it is to kind of stay close. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of follow my natural, where my hair stops, and then where my hair peaks, that's where my highest point is going to be. And I just like to stay with my natural line. So I'm going to go around and down. And then you just kind of have better line to follow with your brow powder. So then we're going to smooth this one down and do the same over here. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going with the natural hair. This is hard. I'm using my phone as a mirror again, ladies, so bear with me. So I'm just kind of following my natural brow shape, like so. Okay, so you're just kind of going around. This one's a teeny bit thinner than the other side, so. Alright, then you can use trusty Q-tips and kind of just even your line if you go a little crazy. I tend to go crazy. I'm a perfectionist, but I mean, what woman isn't when it comes to your makeup? We all are. So I've kind of just evened them, and then now I'm going to go in with my brow powder. I'm going to use my little Smashbox brush, and I'm just going to kind of work it in my powder, tap it off. Less is more. These are eyebrows, so you kind of want to build. You don't just want to go to town, especially since mine are black. And I'm going to kind of start in the arch, and I'm just going to kind of make my line, following it, making it straight right here. And then I'm going to stop at my arch, pull those little guys back up there, and then I'm going to kind of dab it in right here. But as you can see, I'm just really basically following what's already there. Now, there are stencils and things like that you can use, but I've never been able to find one that matches what I have on my face naturally. So ladies, if you have very thin brows and you need something almost created for you, you can pick up eyebrow stencils and kind of place them over it. That might help you kind of create more of a shape if you don't have too much to work with. So I'm just kind of filling in what I have here, kind of going with my natural shape. But where I can see my hair is lighter up there, I don't pluck it or anything, but I can see that's where my hair naturally grows. So I'm kind of just following that, and whereas it's not that dark naturally, when you put the brow powder in, it gives it more shape, more drama, and a better and bigger arch. So I'm just going to do that. And then I put just a teeny bit in the ends because I try to keep them kind of thinner. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. Just following this line. It's kind of hard on my phone to use as a mirror. Someday I'll have a better way to make you guys these videos. But I'm just following my natural hairline. That's all. Keeping it pretty simple. Especially because you have to recreate these every day, right? So if it's too difficult of a shape to recreate, you might have one eyebrow shape in one picture, then another one the next day, and eventually people are going to catch on to you. So I'm just dabbing it in right here, following my natural brow shape, going along. Now there's really, in my opinion, when you get to makeup techniques and looks and things like that, I don't really think there's a wrong way to do things because everybody's taste and face shapes are different. So we have to remember not to, I know we've all seen women go out the door and go, oh goodness gracious, what was she thinking with those eyebrows or that blush or things like that. But everybody sees beauty and what they enjoy differently. So we kind of have to be careful and just accept sometimes what other people see as wonderful on themselves may not be the way we see it. So sometimes eyebrows can be extreme and sometimes they can be kind of more natural. It's really your taste. So if you prefer the really bold, black, high arch, go for it if it makes you happy. That's just kind of how I feel about it. But as you can see, there's eyebrows. It's just following your natural shape. Use your, the way I do it is use your brow hair that's a little bit thinner up here to kind of build that arch, and you'll kind of feel out as you go along where that natural arch kind of peaks and goes down, and you will kind of see what you're most comfortable with. I've just kind of played with mine enough that I have found what I enjoy most. So I hope that that helps you ladies a little bit, kind of watching me do it. I know visual is a lot easier to learn. So I hope that that helps. If you ladies have any more questions or need help with anything, feel free to email me at theonlyvintagedoll@gmail.com, or come and visit me on my Facebook page at facebook.com/theonlyvintagedoll, where I share a lot of tips and tricks, photos, how-to things, fun pictures, so you can come on over and get some more pinup fun. But I'm always here for you ladies. So remember, just like your victory rolls, everything else takes practice and time too, but you will get there. I am 7 years in the making, so do not give up. I believe in you, and I'm always here for you. So